The problem you have is you have a dealer in government, in State House. My friend, the president, is a dealer. So everything he wants to do now, he wants to cut deals with his friends and make money for himself and his friends and his associates. That's the problem we have. All the sale of Mopani, KCM, all these are deals. That's the problem.
Why do you think these are deals? Because do you have anything that you can show us as to why you strongly believe that these are just deals?
Have you seen the way in which Mopani deal has been structured? Have you seen the way in which the KCM sale was structured? Have you seen the way Invest Trust Bank has been taken over? You can't see deals there. I see fraud. I'm a criminal lawyer. I know what fraud looks like. And I can tell you, these deals are all fraudulent. There are politics involved in this thing.
And who's the fraud here?
It's not about who's the fraud. It's the system.
Who's benefiting from this?
Exactly. The UPND government and its cohorts and business associates are benefiting. That I know.
Do you think as a criminal lawyer that
yes,
this can be brought to light for the people to actually be vindicated and protected?
Do you know what? The one thing you must understand when you have political problems, they need political solutions. The one thing that Hakainde Hichilema wanted was power. Remember, there was a time when, during the privatization, Hakainde Hichilema was saying about our second Republican president then, may his soul rest in peace, Frederick Chiluba, that giving Chiluba this power and these privatization schemes is like putting a monkey in a maize field. You remember that? Today, who's in the maize field with power? Don't think, don't question, let it simmer. With power and is in the maize field. Who's that? It's the same thing. This is privatization reloaded. If you complained about privatization then, wait until you see what these deals are going to do for this company. I mean, this country. You don't sell government assets by circumventing the constitutional provisions. You don't. It's fraud. You don't bring a last-minute buyer to a government asset who was not part of the procurement process in the first place. That's fraud. Do you want me to name other areas? I was chairman of CCPC of this country for 8 years. I know what a fraud looks like. The merger department of CCPC has to be informed whenever a government asset is being sold. Parliament has to be involved by 2/3 majority. A pre-sale agreement has to be initiated within Parliament. Was that done? No. You don't see the illegality there? I don't need to educate you on simple contracts. Contract law is very simple. Whenever you have a contract, what is important is, one, there must be an offer which is unequivocal. Second, there must be an acceptance of that offer unequivocally. But in the middle here, to consummate this contract, there is something we call at law consideration. Consideration is anything of value that makes the two parties who have agreed do the deal. If there is no consideration, it is just an intention to create legal relations. When you have an intention to create a legal relation, it's not a contract. So you have this Dow minister, I'm sorry to call my young brother this, Kavuswe, honorable, goes on TV, on radio, and he begins to say it's not a sale. It's not even an acquisition. No, it's not a transfer. What the hell is it? Come on, you tell me, Kavuswe, what the hell is it? What did you do with 51% of Mopani if it's not a sale? If it's not an acquisition, what did you do? You think the company in Dubai transferred $600 million plus to whoever they paid for free. What I know is that money didn't come here. It went to pay Glencore. Why? Because Glencore owned the shares then.
Yes, well, we will get to Mopani.
You've asked me a very important question and I'm giving you the answer. That's where the fraud is. So you tell people we've sold. Sold to who? Who's benefiting? Where's the money? If you sold, were you in control? No. Someone else was in control of this asset. They were selling. They're the ones who are negotiating. The president is on record, the president of this country, that he is better off negotiating than going to court. But here's what I say. Some negotiations can kill you.
But this deal with Mopani, which we will now start talking about, with Glencore, was agreed upon by the previous administration. I believe you know that. And that was the reason why ZCCM-IH acquired 100% of the shares in there. And one of the ways to get out of it was to owe Glencore 1.5 billion United States dollars, or again, which had to be paid back. Glencore, and this was part of the reason why this deal has got an equity and debt aspect.
I understand that. Glencore. Have you read what is happening to Glencore on the international market?
Whom we owe nonetheless.
We owe. But how did they get what they got? If they got it out of fraud, we don't owe them. Please listen to me. To every contract, there are vitiating factors. One of the vitiating factors to a contract is fraud. The other, misrepresentation. 3, mistake. Need I go on? I'm not giving a lesson in contract here. But the point is, once you have a contract entered into based on a lie, based on misinformation, that contract is vitiated before it begins. So we go back to how Glencore acquired the shares. First of all, if there was fraud, we don't owe them.
So you think Glencore should have been hounded out?
Can I finish? Can I finish? Because this is important. When you're dealing with fraudsters and they defraud you, there's no contract. So you don't owe them. Please understand, let it sink in. That is why out there, Glencore is being prosecuted. You haven't done that. That's what we should have done. Am I hitting a nail on the head here? That's what we should have done. We should have gone to Glencore and called Glencore out and said, you cheated us. You promised us this. You lied. That was misrepresentation. We use that and fight back. That's what you do when you're negotiating. So our president, who said he was going to negotiate other than going to court, what did he negotiate? Don't answer. Think about it. If you ask me, nothing. He's only happy that the money is not coming from Zambia. He's only happy that his friends somehow in Dubai, wherever he was flying to go and shake hands with these sheiks, are the ones paying, but they're getting an asset in Zambia, which is yours and mine. What are we getting? That's the issue I'm getting. What are the Zambians getting? Nothing. That's the problem I have.